Hi. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Steve Jobs, and I love to demo our computers. So some folks asked me to demo it for a videotape so that they could share it with some of their friends that I haven't had a chance to meet yet. And what we're going to do today is run through a pretty simple demo of what we call interpersonal computing. Interpersonal computing is the desire to improve group productivity and collaboration, which we think is going to be one of the key uses of sophisticated desktop computers in the early 90s versus just personal computing, which was improving individual productivity. So as we move to interpersonal computing, the way we communicate is what's going to be important here. And we want to communicate not with just words, but with words in any text, pictures, sounds. And I'm going to take you through how a Next computer enables you to do this in a revolutionary new way. And I'm going to use our mail system as the spine of the demo to show you some pretty neat features. So let's start. First of all, a Next computer is a multitasking computer, which means I can be navigating around through my files and at the same time instantly check my mail and have all these programs running at once, as we'll see. And rather than quit a program, I can hide it. In this case, hiding the workspace behind the logo here, or hiding my mail behind its icon over here, which is the little letter with the postage stamp on it. So let me go ahead and hide the workspace and get out the mail. And I can look at my mail system literally hundreds of times a day because in a half a second I'm reading my mail. So let's take a look at this first mail message. Here's all of the mail messages I've gotten, and I can look at a list of them. I have 12 of them here. And the one that's highlighted shows its contents down below. Here's the picture of the person, in this case Rich Page, who sent the mail message, the date and the time that it was sent, and some other buttons over here that let me do some pretty neat things, which we'll go into in just a sec. Now, this message sent by Rich shows me the layout, or a picture, I guess a diagram, of our new SCSI connector. And I can smoothly scroll through it. And notice that in our mail system, we can put PostScript of any font, any size. We can put any color diagrams in, created by PostScript drawing programs or other types of drawing programs, and we just send it. Let's take a look at the next one. Bob Longo has sent us a mail message about our a new office space that he wants to lease. It's only 20 minutes from the airport, he says, and what he did was scanned in a picture of it with a color scanner, dropped it right in the mail message, and sent it. This is probably going to really increase his chances for getting the funds approved for him to rent the space. Now, if I want to send this mail message to some of my colleagues, I can simply go up here to send and push the button. Up pops a send window, and I can push forward, in which case the contents of Bob's message will be stuck in this window for forwarding. There we go. There's the picture right there. And, of course, I could modify it if I wanted to, or I could add some things. Let's say where it says policy team here, I'm going to put in some a voicemail message, and I'll just push lip service right here, which brings up our lip service function. And I push record. I say, hey, check this out and get back to me. Thanks. And I'll then insert it. And here are the lips right here. I can put them pretty much wherever I want to. And the recipient will just simply click on this and play it. Hey, check this out and get back to me. Thanks. And I can look up people's addresses simply by pushing the address panel. And we're not connected to the network here, but as you see, you can look up groups of people and just click on here. Look up in the personnel department, maybe Max Henry, and just deliver it by pushing this button right here. So as you see, it's extremely easy for even executives to use this thing. Okay, we'll get rid of this window. Go back over here. Here's Theo, a message from Theo Egbrens. He's our president of Next Europe. And he's going to hire a bunch of people, and he's sending out this welcome message to all his new team members. So, of course, he has some that speak English as their primary language.
Congratulations on joining the best computer company in the world. We have ambitious plans for Next Europe, and I look forward to working together with you to make them a reality.
You can see that the CD sound that's built into every computer, and, of course, the microphone really is nice. Now, Theo's going to hire some people with French as their primary language, so we have a version in French.
Félicitations de votre entrée dans la meilleure compagnie d'ordinateurs du monde. Nous avons des projets ambitieux pour Next Europe et nous nous réjouissons d'avance de notre coopération afin qu'on puisse les réaliser.
And German?
Herzlichen Glückwunsch zum
You get the idea. So here Teo is sending a message to each of his new employees and communicating them with them in their native tongue. Now, this is another thing we can do with the system quite easily. We've seen how we can put text in any size or style or font. We can put in illustrations. We can put in photographs. We can even put in CD quality sound. Now, I want to send a spreadsheet to my colleagues, let's say, or in this case, Sandy Colt wanted to send one to me. And rather than having to look through a 300-page manual to figure out how to do this, Sandy just had to drag the document icon of this Lotus spreadsheet right into the mail window, and it stuck. And then she just wrote the text and pushed deliver. And you can put as many attachments like this as you want, any file, any document, in your mail message, as well as any number of lips for voice annotations. And send it. The recipient simply double-clicks on the icon, which launches, in this case, Lotus Improv over here. Up pops what Sandy wanted to send me. This happens to be the new Lotus spreadsheet, and this is a spreadsheet that has to do with looking at expenses. Here's some costs for programmers, consultants, and student aides in various departments in a campus, the humanities, science, and engineering, and the medical school. These costs, some other costs are, the annual, the staff, the hourly pay for the years of 1989 and 90. And I won't go into improv too much here, although you should really examine it. It is a breakthrough, revolutionary product. The one thing I will show you is that if I happen to be the dean of the humanities college, I might want to see all the humanities information here, which is listed in 4 places, really all in the same place. And rather than asking Sandy to redo her whole spreadsheet, in improv I can simply pick up this tab down here, which is the colleges, and move it over to the rightmost or leftmost side, and the spreadsheet will instantly reorient itself so I can see all the humanities information now in one place. I might want to see that really by cost, so I can bring this one down here. And again, the spreadsheet will instantly reorient itself, and I might want to move the staff up here, or I might want to actually move it on top and see the years right like this. And again, I can play with the spreadsheet any way I want to. I can put the years over here in the 3rd dimension and look at the spreadsheet for 1989 and 1990, however I really want to. And improv lets you instantly manipulate the structure of your spreadsheet as fluidly as you can the data. So I'm through with improv for now, and I get back to my message from Sandy with the spreadsheet and marvel at how easy it was for her to send it to me. This down here, this mail message is from Vicki Amon, and I guess this is sort of a newsletter here describing a fundraising poster, and this is a WordPerfect document. Again, the person just dragged the WordPerfect document into the mail. I double-click on it, and it runs. And as you know, this is the WordPerfect's latest version of WordPerfect that runs only on the next computer, and it is totally compatible with everything they have out there. Their 70% market share. But it is the first true WYSIWYG version of WordPerfect, which means that what you see is what you get. You can see headers, footnotes, everything on the screen. You can even do things like take pictures and drag them over here, and the text will instantly reorient around the picture. I can go from no columns to 2 columns with the selection of a menu here, or 3 columns. And if you'll notice, the picture is automatically resized by PostScript. People that are used to using WordPerfect marvel at what you can do with this full WYSIWYG WordPerfect. Okay, so Vicki has sent me this, and I've had a chance to peruse it. Let me show you something a little more complicated now. This is a mail message that contains 4 separate elements outside of just the body of text. Rich Page has sent me this, and he sent me a layout, possibly of a newsletter, some text from a word processor, and that's these 2 up here. And this right here is the document icon from an application called TouchType, which is a really marvelous application that typesetters love because it allows you to perfectly kern headlines. This down here is a TIFF color photograph. These 4 documents and photographs came in the same mail message, but they could have come in 4 separate mail messages from 4 different people on 4 different continents. Now, the first one, which I brought up by simply double-clicking on it, is that frame document. And the frame document here might have come from my graphic arts department, and this is the layout for my magazine. So I'll select the headline here and go over here and simply drag this document from touch type right in, and it will image it right in the border of my newsletter. And I'll go over here and select the body copy, and I'll go grab my text and drop it